Hello, good morning from Gdansk. A very beautiful, charming, picturesque old town on the Baltic coast of Poland. But it's not just a nice little place to wander and see some charming architecture and do a little bit of tourism. It's actually a very historically significant city. First off, it's one of the oldest in Poland. It was founded in the 10th century. But more recently, it was actually instrumental in the start of the Second World War. You see, Gdansk was a tinderbox in the relations between Poland and Germany. And when Adolf Hitler demanded that Gdansk would be incorporated into the Third Reich, well, I think you don't really need to be a master's in history to know how that turned out. It basically launched the Second World War, arguably, or perhaps even inarguably, the most important conflict in modern history. I don't have much time here, as unfortunately my flight is in about 4 or 5 hours. But I'm going to make the most of the couple of hours I have to wander. But what I really want to do, most importantly, while here, is check out something that my Polish friend Pavel recommended to me. He said that I should check out an authentic Polish canteen. They serve really affordable local cuisine. So you're talking pierogi, soups, breads, you know, some hearty comfort food at a really good cost. Typically frequented by students and workers. Father, I'd like to make a confession. Probably wasn't supposed to do that. As soon as I got out, the custodian of the church went over and closed the door. My bad. Wow. How's that for an epic tapestry? What do you reckon the value of that is? Beautiful. A little nativity scene. Fun bit of trivia about me. I played Joseph in the nativity play at my primary school once. Yeah, I was destined for stardom. I received great critical acclaim from my parents. Well, it's the first time I've seen what looks like a dungeon in a church. Wow. It's like a crypt. I wonder whose remains these are. So I used Google Translate on the sign pointing towards the crypt, and apparently it's just some random guy. Everyday normal motherfucker. One night a week, my mom likes to cook me supper. I just found the remains in the 80s and decided to put them on show here in the church. Kind of grim, but interesting. But really, if it's no one significant, it's just a skeleton, really, isn't it? Regular, everyday, normal motherfucker. And Michael Keaton was my favorite Batman. We've all seen skeletons before. And this is just like the church gardens. And behind this is a bunch of artworks. I guess they just had no place for them, no room to hang them up. So, while I was distracted by that rather fascinating church, disrespected the custodian apparently, my adventure, my initial plan must go on. Well, I hate to get sidetracked again, but I do enjoy a good indoor market. Let's have a look. If you like kettles, this is your place to come. Look at that. I'd have fun trying to get that on the plane though, eh? Yeah. That is a proper combat knife, innit? Or maybe you're not a violent guy and you're a gentleman. Well, you can get a suit here also. 499 zloty for downstairs is where my interests lie. Food and drink. We've got a wine shop, bakery, cheese, meats, lovely cured meats, some good wines. Amazing. Smells are great coming from this place. You can smell all those meats and I'm getting really hungry now. Got a little sweet shop here and that seems to be it. But I could do some damage to my bank account here. Well, I'm the king of getting sidetracked. So I'm sat outside here. I'm gonna get a Ukrainian draft beer, which is just what it's called on the menu, so I don't know what brand it is. Right there. For only 18 zloty, which is pretty good for the area. And I'm gonna go for a bowl of borscht. Ukrainian restaurant, you wanna get borscht. I haven't had Ukrainian borscht in 5 years, since I was in Kiev. Cheers. Let's see what Ukrainian draft beer tastes like. Like beer. It's quite nice actually. It's almost like a wheat beer. Like a German wheat beer. Refreshing, perfect for this summer. For this summer day that we are experiencing here in Gdansk. So, right here, I have a drink which is homemade Ukrainian vodka with honey inside. Sounds delicious, and I'm sure it is. Oh, that smells fantastic. Tastes delicious too. It's not rough at all, it's just like a pleasant, palatable drink. Probably quite strong, but the honey just makes it really sweet, and that would be good as like a drink in place of a dessert. Should have probably got this after the borscht, but delicious. They make it here in the restaurant apparently. Look at that. Good hearty bowl of Ukrainian borscht. And a lovely little bread roll. Freshly baked. Still warm. So this is how you get it ready to eat. You got to mix that cream in. You got to mix it in until it changes colour and becomes almost pink. Get it all mixed up so that it changes colour. And then it's ready to eat. This really does look delicious. I'm gonna start off by hitting it with some of that fresh bread while it's still warm. Let's scoop up a good old bit of the borscht. That is really good. The bread has like garlic, oil and herbs on it. It's so fresh in that soup. Fragrant tomatoey. That is damn good. I'm glad I really stopped in here because that tastes great. Get a bit of the beef, which I'm sure is going to be incredibly tender. It's got to be one of my all-time favourite soups, and I've had a lot of soups from a lot of corners of the globe. This is up there with my favourite. And it's super busy. No. Could I get the meat cutlet with the gravy and the potatoes, please? It's good. This is good. Look at that. Pork cutlet, mashed potatoes, dill, and a gravy. Good start. We have some salted herring, a cold appetizer. Let's give that a go. Not bad. Just like a really salty roll milk. Not my favourite cured herring that I've ever had, but it's alright. It's good with a little sweet bits of onion and chive. But yeah, on this one it's really salty. It's not loaded with flavour. It's cheap. Very similar to something I had in Lithuania. The same principle, pretty much the same, you know. You get a cutlet, you get some potatoes, you get some sauce. Fills you up for cheap. But yeah, I could do with some salt. Funny, innit? First I was complaining that the herring's too salty, and I'm complaining that this is not salty enough. Well, anyway, I think you want some salt. Let's get a bit of the cutlet in the gravy. That's all I needed. Not bad. This will keep me going. And a pint of whiskey to wash it all down. Then, I'm ready to head off. And just like that, my trip to the Polish Tricity area was over. I had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed the videos that came with it. See you soon, guys. Thank you.